Life. Yeah, I'm
Which
from
type?
Edo. They call us the Bendelites.
So what do you like about being
Yeah.
in Edo? What do you like about being in Edo?
Ah, no, we are all part of this part of the world, or this part of the country. We are kind of very outspoken. And people from here, though we love our food, we are good for our farmers, and we love to explore a whole lot. That's
Nice,
the
nice,
positive side of my place, yeah.
nice. So what are your solutions for the South Africa versus Nigeria? So today, just to give anyone who's just come in, we're only talking about solutions. I think we've all cried about the problems on either side, and we've beaten each other up. If you feel like you haven't beaten each other another up, you can go to there is a live and you can go and beat each other up. But we're talking about solutions only today. So your submission should only be solutions. So what is the solution to this
Yeah.
Nigeria versus South Africa problem?
Uh, that's actually what caught my attention when I saw both flags and solution. I said, this is what I want to see. It's actually what I want, not the backbiting left, right, and center, blaming fault, trading fault, left, right, and center. You get. Looking at this now, for me, solution. Looking at both countries, we all can benefit from each other. It's not that we are not looking at the solutions, we are looking at the negative aspect of what is between Nigeria and South Africa. Number one, I think we ought to be kind of, let's say, the government needs to reorientate our people. That we don't need to go to another country and be messing up the country. You get?
Sorry, just say that again. What is the solution to
Yeah, the government
orientation?
needs to, number one, orientation. The government needs to orientate its
our
citizens.
citizens that we don't need to go to our country and start messing up other people's
Yes, exactly.
No interference, please. Even if you agree or disagree with the person, no interference. We have order here. So you need to orientate. Yes, I'm also noting your solutions. So you need to orientate. How do you orientate the government? Does the government need to orientate?
Sorry, thank you. Yeah, so I'm looking at orientation number one, where the government of Nigeria or South Africa can talk to its citizens, to let them see how both countries can benefit from each other, and for the citizens not to see each other as enemies. Let me get my point. One thing about this life, there's no way anybody can stop immigration. People move, people travel all the time. And to many Nigerians, they see South Africa as a place of opportunity. Just as some South Africans see Nigeria as a place of opportunities. I don't know if you're getting the point. So we all can sit and say, we can benefit from each other. What can we benefit? Jobs, businesses. There are a lot of South African businesses in Nigeria. Just like we have some businesses in South Africa. And though there are some Nigerians out there that are really messing the name of the country, like those ones, they ought to be kind of be punished if they are found found wanting in any way. I don't condone criminality. Both government have a role to play by ensuring that its citizens does not go out there and be causes us of negative, bring out the negative names to the country. That's at first I mentioned orientation, and secondly, education. We need to really educate our people. Once they leave the country, we need to come be doing this, doing that. We have to respect the laws of the countries. You go there, you live to the best of your ability. Don't go in there and be misbehaving, doing stuff negativity. I think our people need to be educated. And also, if you look at the Western world, why are they thriving today? They look at the opportunities that people can give. Like I assume in the United States of America now. There's some kind of people that get into there, like researchers and the likes, or even some kind of bad people. They use their own talent. They look at this bad people. This is what we can use this for. Can you stop this and we can get this? Both sides benefiting from each other. There's no way in the world there is no crime. But how the government be able to manage the crime matters. And we have to preach love. If there is no love, there will hardly be unity in any society. I think that's one of the things that is really affecting African countries. We are so backward in the sense that we claim we love each other, whereas we don't love each other. Even my own country, even outside my country, at least I've been to South Africa, I've been to Ghana, I've been to Cote d'Ivoire, I've been to Congo, I'm a Nigerian, I'm into telecommunications, so I travel a whole lot. But people don't love each other. They just say the kind of they just say a kind of a lip service. They don't say the truth. If they can sit down and tell themselves, when I go this, I have to love myself. At the same time, love the person I come across. I think in the long run, some of this negativity between both countries will put to stop or reduce to the barest minimum. But I know there's no criminality can be stopped, but this can be controlled. You get my point. So looking at it, like what's happening, if anybody messes up, the person should be arrested or the person should face the law at the same time, deported if possible. I don't believe in unaliving people and this and that and that. But let's also look at how both countries can benefit from each other. There are so many ways Nigeria and South Africa can benefit from each other. Nigeria and South Africa are two big African giants. Looking at it, no matter what, there are two big countries in Africa. Look at the GDP, look at everything. I think both countries have a way they can look at each other and say, okay, let's benefit from this. We can benefit mutually without emotionally fighting each other. You get my point. That's all I have to say for now.
I get you, but I need to come back to the orientation. So, guys, we're talking about solutions today. Like I said, grab your coffee, because this is like, we are in a solution mode. We are in a meeting now. Think of yourself, you are in a meeting, guys. I know it's a Friday. Grab your cup of coffee. I'm going to make my green tea in between, my thing is going back to orientation. I just want to come back. I want to get, what do you mean? Like you said, obviously that orientate the government of South Africa and of Nigeria needs to orientate their citizens. But what do you mean when you say orientation? I just wanted to bring it out a bit more. I need to kind of explain what you mean. Because I've written it down, right? So you're saying, I know you said that we're not enemies and that we can benefit from each other. And then the education part, you said must respect each other, the laws of the country. But what do you mean in detail when it comes to orientation with the 2 minutes that you have left? Sam, Radiant Sam? Oh, okay, no problem. Okay, I'll ask you then in the next round. Okay, MT. Yeah, you guys are challenging me with the names today. Nah, it's fine. Challenge accepted. Hi, MT. Who are you? Where you from? What tribe are you from? What do you like about your tribe? And then going into the topic. Today we're talking about solutions. If you feel like you want to punch a South African, today's not the day. So we're talking solutions only. Mte Donash.
It's Mteto Nash.
Mteto Nash. Okay.
In Zambia.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So which tribe are you from, and what do you enjoy about your tribe, or what do you like about your tribe the most? And then, and then we can go to the topic.
I'm Lozi by tribe.
Lozi.
And
okay.
And what I can just contribute on this topic is,
before you go into the topic, before you go into the topic, what do you like about your tribe? What is it that is it the food or clothing, or what is it that one thing that you like about your tribe?
One thing I like about my tribe is the clothing. We have a good culture, and we put visiva. It's like it's Scotland.
Oh, do you guys have the kilts?
So we have this ceremony called Komboka ceremony in Zambia.
Okay.
Western province, yes.
Oh, sorry, didn't set the timer. Okay, awesome. So today we're talking solutions only with regards to South Africa versus Nigeria. I don't think, at least you're not Nigerian or South African, I don't think you have any desire to bash, and we're not bashing today, we're only talking solutions. What is the solutions, my brother? How do we resolve this practically?
I would like to go behind the solutions. I wanted to talk more about Africa.
Today we're talking about South Africa versus Nigeria. How do we solve the problem? Today we're not going off topic. Today we're not gonna fight. Today we're just talking about solutions to the Africa versus Nigeria situation. We're not talking Africa. We're not talking about Africa as a whole. If it's in the context of this, we can put it in. But South Africa versus Nigeria, how we're solving it? Only, guys, if you have the desire to bash a Nigerian today, if you have a desire to bash a South African today, sorry, not gonna happen. What's the solutions, my brother?
Okay, then I'm going to go mute.
Okay, then my brother, then I'm gonna drop you. Thank you so much, though, for coming through on the panel. I do appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Van Persie.
That's my sister. No disrespect. I'm gonna try my best.
I know. You know what, ne? I can't even step away and listen and make tea while you're gonna bring a solution, because I'm gonna have to run back. So I'm gonna have to keep my mic open. Okay, let's start from the beginning. Introduce yourself, who you are, where you from, what tribe, and what's your favorite thing about your tribe. I know you said this like a million times, but I'm gonna change the introduction. Don't worry. For the sake of this live, I'm gonna keep it, and I've got different questions that I want to ask. So tell us, and then you can go into solutions only before I have to pull out my guys. Go, Panelist. You've got your 9 minutes now.
Manpesi, my name, location, living in Soweto, family from KZN, and yes, I'm actually Zulu. The favorite thing about my tribe is that when the British met King Tejuayo's forces, they got a shell shock of their life in the Battle of Isandlwana. That one I still hold it to high esteem. It's like they're hyper militaristic. The way they were hyper militaristic, that's what I like about the tribe. What I dislike about the tribe is the king now is selling us out. The king.
We're not going to dislikes, please, guys. Like, this is not the time. Like, this is really, you are highlighting the best things about your tribe, the thing that you like the most. You're not going to talk the negative stuff about your tribe. You're not going to create, this is not to create division that you are the best tribe in the whole of Africa. This is not the time. You are only highlighting the good things. You are officially done talking about your tribe. Thank you. You can move on to the solution.
Okay.
Oh, guys, This Imbizo is a tough one. So yeah, what are the solutions, my brother? The solutions is not taking out a Glock. I'm just But Percy, please don't make me drop you, do you guys, I'm sorry, I'll give you a tap, but Percy, I'm sorry as well. I'm scared, guys. Guys, Van Percy is one of my best panelists. Go ahead, solutions. I'm trusting you, Van Percy. Let me have full faith in you. What are the solutions? What are the solutions, Van Percy, to this Nigeria versus South Africa problem?
Okay, I'm not playing mind games. I don't have any weapons with me. Okay, I'm wearing a suit. I'm going straight to the Nigerian politicians. We need to discuss their policies and their over-reliance on the oil, on the export of oil. I know that they don't even have a refinery. They have to import refined oil. So they're currently right now in a crisis with skyrocketing inflation and issues. Like, we need to figure out a way to fix their issues so that maybe their countries could be stable again, and they don't have a need to leave their country and come to South Africa and cause problems and come to the internet and be disrespectful, to South Africans. And the corrupt politicians there need to be held accountable, as so as ours that needs to be held accountable. Like seriously, like those are the solutions that I can come up with. And
sorry to disturb you, but how is Nigeria's oil problem going to fix the current? We're talking about the current war that is happening even on social media between South Africa. How are we going to solve this problem? We understand it's just like us, we have income inequality. That's not going to fix this problem because we can't go and fix our income inequality tomorrow. But how are we going to solve this problem, this issue? Today we're talking solutions.
You know what they need to do is just ban South Africans and the Nigerians from online platforms, so no social medias for both of us.
I and Southern Felony, never. So we must be casualties. I never. I haven't busy. Why? Because I'm maybe it'll orientate. Maybe that's not a bad idea. Maybe that's not a bad idea. Okay, I'm taking it. I was offended, but it's a good idea because if we're all on social media for a certain period of time, when we come back, we'll be very nice to each other. I think everybody will come back and say, yo, Afrobeats. I think there'll be even a collabo. I agree. So I'm putting that as a solution. Ban SA and Nigeria from social media. Okay.
Listen, which means I won't be playing online games because I play online games. The mobile, I play it. I once met a Nigerian. They were in the same team. Because the reason is the average Nigerian guy is very arrogant. They like to show billionaires while they are also poor. And me, I don't like being disrespected. I don't like bullies, and I'm also mentally unstable. South Africans are just mentally unstable people.
Don't put us in those categories. Don't stop a lot of information. We're not mentally unstable. Please, now you're perpetuating bad stereotypes. Continue. But anyway, continue, my brother. Continue.
So put us in the same room. Amans no oil. We're constantly clashing on social media, and we're trolling on social media. So if we're banned for certain period of time, maybe 3 months, like they can even stop using our issues, like the farm unaliving thing with the women being fed to pigs. Someone is creating a troll account, calling himself South African pig food. Don't. Then he comes and bashes, and he comes and trolls in people's,
I saw that one. I'm gonna start banning those accounts now. So even if it's a South African defecation nation,
even
if it's that one, I'm going to start blocking those accounts. If you have such an offensive name, I'm going to block you from my platform. I did see someone come in, but I couldn't. I didn't see them, but I'm going to. If I see them now, I'm going to block them. They're not there; they're gone. They just came in. But if I see those accounts, I'm blocking them from my platform. So yeah. So I agree with you. So then you're saying that South Africa, Nigeria needs to be banned from social media platforms for a minimum of 3 months? How long?
Yeah, a minimum of 3 months.
Okay.
I was at the beginning. I was talking about their problems. Let's solve their problems first. Then I can handle the Boers. Because if them interfering in the problem with the Boers, they're gonna put us in trouble. Or like when you put the picture of Nigeria and South Africa, TikTok can just flag the live. Like do that in other social media platforms. Use the flag emojis, Nigeria and in South Africa. Like we have to find new ways.
Nikona must be gone. So then what do you think is the maximum period? So now you've got a minimum of 3 months. we're talking about practical solutions here. So what do you think is the maximum period that South Africans and Nigerians should be banned off social media? They also,
6 months.
they part of the children's care.
Algerian, they should ban that guy on his pong saga Mike Tyson, Wabu the Simpsons. Yeah, that guy who called me a house nigger, they should ban him from TikTok.
This is not the, we're talking solutions. Van Persie, what is the maximum time that they should implement this ban? Because we've got 3 months is the minimum. How long do you think is enough punishment for South Africans and Nigerians to learn the lesson that they need to learn?
Maybe probably a year.
Okay, so maximum 1 year.
It's gonna break us mentally. We're going to go to those companies with the social media and try to pick it. Maybe the representative of the company can come out and say that you guys don't get along. You need to start getting along. Then we'll open up your interaction on social media again. Because you get so toxic when you're trolling. One side is arrogant, the other side is, I don't know, from a loony plaque. But my sister, you see how South Africa is. We live in a movie here. We live in a movie. Have you seen those South Africans dancing on top of police vans? It shows that we're mentally unstable.
We're not mentally unstable. We're not representative. Please don't us there. So then I think Van Persie, we've had a lot of solutions. I think so far, I think yours seems like a good one. So I think all of the solutions here, but I like the one, this one was the most practical. Maybe we need to be separated and we need to be banned from social media so that we don't interact. So when we come back and then, Kamko, welcome. Who are you? You don't have to say if you can use your profile name. If your profile name is user, you can still use the name user, but you have to tell us where you're from, which tribe are you from, what do you like about your tribe, and then what is the solution to the Africa versus Nigeria problem. We're only talking solutions today. We are not fighting. If you feel like bashing a South African or bashing a Nigerian, we're not doing that today. We're talking solutions only.
Hello guys, how are you?
Good, and you?
Very well, thank you. I'm a Nigerian, a South African, and Australian as well. So I've been here and there, and I'm in South Africa right now.
Okay, which tribe are you from, and what do you like the most about your tribe?
I'm from the tribe of Igbo, so yeah.
What do you like about your tribe?
I wouldn't. Igbos are go-getters. They are focused in whatever they want to do. They focus and achieve it. They are achievers.
Okay.
That's the only thing I think is very, very popular with us. One of the solutions would be, according to my own knowledge, both countries are corrupt, individually and politically. Let us start with our politicians to fix the laws. The laws are not working. Everybody is doing their own things. First of all, they should fix the laws, make the laws strong, because both countries go outside of their law, act outside of their laws. I think that's one of the first solutions. If a law or if a constitution is not strong, the people are not going to obey. Like today, I'll tell you, in Johannesburg here, Joburg CBD, you see people, police, whatever they call themselves, acting out of their own training because they have the uniform. The same thing happens in Nigeria as well. So people, politicians, the lawmakers, the police, the army, whatever, the metros, the government should hold them accountable. As soon as that is working, people will begin to respect the law and respect each other. If you get me offending the law, give me that punishment and do not generalize it. Because you caught one Nigerian or one South African doing something wrong, that would be, oh, he's a Nigerian. All Nigerians are the same. All South Africans are the same. I think the law should be working. Our laws are not working. And secondly, another solution would be...
Sorry, just to come in, which laws in particular?
Generally, the law how to govern the people, the government governing the people. The laws are not working. So if the laws are not working, people tend to behave in their own ways. They do what they like. That is what I'm seeing in both countries. People are not obeying the law because the law is not effective. The police on the street are looking for money into their pocket and not fighting crime. Again, the government should provide jobs for the people. If there is no jobs, this is when you see people wake up in the morning, gather themselves on the side of the road, on the street, on the CBDs, everywhere. What are they doing? Nothing. Because there's no jobs. Why would anybody go pull off a traffic light cable, go to the scrapyard and sell it, and the government will keep quiet? So the laws are not working. Look at the whole CBD, the traffic lights is not working. Even in Nigeria, even in South Africa. Why would the government keep quiet? Why would the government want to fix a road, dig a hole on the road, and not cover it for 6 months? So the laws is not working at all. The government should be held accountable before we begin to talk about individuals not obeying the law or doing wrong things. If there is no jobs, well, how do you think people feed their family? If they are busy in the factory working, they don't have time to think otherwise or to make a plan to steal, to kill. 2 days ago, somebody was shot, and a boat driver was shot in Berea, in Johannesburg here. Today they caught the guy, a colored guy. Why would that happen? Because there's no jobs. He didn't engage himself, go to work in the morning or afternoon or at night, be busy working for your family to earn money at the end of the month. So there are no jobs in Africa. That's one of the reasons you see people doing the things they do. So the government should be held accountable. I think these two reasons I've given, if we should tackle them, crime will be reduced and a lot of things will go right.
Okay, so the job creation, so you're saying that that has happened both in South Africa and Nigeria?
Yes, and it's contributing up to 70% of what is happening in Africa. Let's say Nigeria and South Africa in question. Lack of jobs is contributing to crime.
So then my question would then be, you're saying that in both South Africa and Nigeria, the laws need to be strengthened, and in South Africa and Nigeria, there needs to be job creation.
Yes.
But
let me tell you something. This evening, or mid-afternoon today, a Zulu boat driver took me from where I was staying to Newtown, if you live in Johannesburg. So I was having a discussion with him because we saw how the Revaya, taxi buses, how they used it to divide the road from 2010 of the World Cup, has made the roads worsen. Traffic everywhere because of those Revaya made the road small. We can't even move properly. And there was another one between commissioner, down commissioner, and the old South African Reserve Bank. I said, why are they building another one? And now they are building it, abandoned it. The guy, I said, oh, these people, is it BEE or the people who do tender, they've collected the money, started the job, and they wouldn't finish. The guy told me, yes, they would do that because the government themselves, who has approved it, are in the office taking the money overseas, buying big cars. So why wouldn't that young person who has this contract take this money away to do something else and abandon that job? See, because the law is not working, nobody's checkmating those contracts, you see what is happening. So the laws are not working from top to the bottom. Everyone is corrupt, both in both countries. So we are not, even if they are not corrupt, why wouldn't they create jobs? Why wouldn't they build factories for people to work and engage themselves with something to feed their family? When you have a wife, 2 kids or more, and you don't have a job, how are you going to feed them? You have to make a plan. Africans say, "Maka plan." In the morning, you have to make a plan to feed them because you can't find your child crying, a little girl or a little boy of 5 years, crying for hunger, and you're a father, you're a mother, it hits your heart to find something for that child to eat, and you don't have a job. What next would you think to do? You go stealing, you go make a plan, and come back and feed them. This is why somebody can shoot somebody because of a cell phone.
Okay, so then the question is, so this is an issue in both in South Africa and Nigeria side, but is it not the people's is it not the people's prerogative or their responsibility to keep the government accountable?
We are supposed to keep the government accountable, but how? If you try to do that, they will send the police and the army to get you in jail.
What's two?
Will you please close your mic? I'm going to try and reach. Okay, it's done.
So when people want to do a protest, like in Nigeria or South Africa, you see the government releasing the police, the army on the street, tear gas everywhere, pepper spray everywhere. You can't get to these people easily. We can get to them, but it's not as easy as we speak here. It's not an easy job.
Okay. I think we'll go into depth into that at another time. But I think then basically you said that this laws is strengthened and there needs to be job creation. That is your solution to this problem. But what would be like? Obviously, that's gonna. But what if something can be fixed tomorrow? What is the thing that needs to be fixed? Like the quickest thing to sort this out, because jobs are more long term. Strengthen the laws. Do you think that we can strengthen the laws like as in tomorrow?
It's not possible to straighten the law within even 4 years, talk less of tomorrow. So what we need to do is when these politicians, after every 5 or 4 years, they come to us, vote for me, I'm going to do this. We hold them accountable. In some countries, like in the northern Nigeria, I've seen politicians came after 4 years to campaign. They grabbed this guy, beat him up, and asked him to go. That he's not going to, yes.
Why don't you pay?
Scooby, in this panel, we don't disturb people. You making a solution today is only solution round. If you want to fight my brother, this is not the live. We're not even yeah, you can have your 10 minutes to interact. Today's not even going to be an interaction where you can dispute with anyone. You're only coming to bring a solution. We're solving. This is a meeting. The big boys are here today. They're only bringing you the brains of Africa today. We want to see them. We don't want to see you.
I hear you, my sister. I hear you.
No fist today.
Sorry.
I'm going to give you a minute back.
All right. Thanks.
Okay.
So the quickest solution would be people writing petitions, speaking up, until after every time the politicians who did not do the proper job, the councillors, the mayors, or whatever they call them, come up again for campaign, we will tell them face to face, we are not going to vote you because you never did anything for us. And on that date of vote, nobody should vote them. Let us see how they will go in there. But eventually, they will still bribe some people over to vote them. So it's a difficult situation in Africa.
Okay. Thank you so much. We're gonna go to because Radiant Sam, who was busy with his submission, he had 2 minutes left, but then he couldn't finish it. So we're gonna go to Radiant Sam to do his 2 minutes of his final submission. Of his submission to finalize that initial submission. Then we're gonna go to Scooby. Then it's gonna be TK, and then if there's someone else on the panel, we'll circle back to Ms. K. So what we'll do is that we'll go according to the order of the boxes once we come back. So Radiant Sam.
Yeah, thank you again once again. Let me try to be as brief as possible. You mentioned orientation. What I meant, so I'm trying to say about orientation between both countries. The government can talk to how people that are, like for example, Nigerians. Corruption, like my brother said earlier, corruption is endemic everywhere. Okay. They will start to they try to irritate people that doing this is strong, doing that is strong. If you're living in this country, don't do this, don't do that. Don't respect the laws of that country. Don't go and be perpetrating evil. No, don't go and be committing cost of crimes. both sides can do that. At the same time, work on their salon. Now, politics is a dirty game. So the government itself can purge themselves. This person is not doing well, this one is not doing well, and this thing has to be done the right way instead of doing the negative way. It has to be done the way. If the head can sit up and do the right thing, I think the body can stand. But once the head does not sit well and do the right thing, it will be very difficult for the body to stand. And if both countries can do that, from the head, work on the politicians down to the law enforcement, down to the citizens, I think in a way things will be resolved. Though it might take time, after a certain time, I believe it will come down. Like I mentioned also education. If we can educate our people, once you get to Zoti, like in your country, you must stop doing this. You must stop. If you are caught, you'll be put in prison, or if possible, spend your lifetime in the prison. Enforce it from the top. If the government can serve an example to it can be example. One of the ministers, I believe every other person will sit up and want to do the right thing. But when the top is not healthy, the body find it difficult to be healthy. You get my point? So I believe if we can show love positively, things will go better between both countries. Thank you.
Do you think, okay, so now I've got your point, yes, I want to flesh it out. Do you maybe not think that what should be done is that when someone applies for a visa to travel out of a country, like out of the country, like let's say specifically from Nigeria, should one of the requirements not be that they do a class, like like you say, what you're saying, that people should be oriented by the government. Yeah, maybe that clause should be they don't commit crime, you carry in the name of Nigeria wherever you go, and all of those things. So then maybe that could be a solution, is that have a clause.
There's always that clause, so that they are not enforcing it and people are not sticking to it. That's the major problem. That's if the government themselves can
Scooby, if you interrupt, I'm going to drop you off the panel now. Even if you agree with someone, don't interrupt. And there's like, even if you disagree or agree, it doesn't matter. Leave people to have their time. This is a meeting. Like, don't look at it as a TikTok live. We are literally in a meeting now. We are discussing solutions. You guys are the giants. We're discussing. We're being giants now. We're done being in the mud. We're being giants.
I apologize.
Yes, be a giant for one day. So, okay.
So my brother, Scoopy, like I tried to say, it's already there. Just that people are not respecting it. Even the government themselves, government officials, most of them are corrupt. I will not say all, but most of them. If they themselves can purge themselves from these corrupt ones, that will serve as a deterrent or example to others, in order for them to respect the law and do the right thing. But once they themselves are not doing the right and we're looking for shady ways to make money, it's kind of difficult for people out there to kind of keep to the law, stick to the law, and respect the country's law. That's why most times if people leave the shores of the country, they want to go out and be misbehaving. Just few, let's say, it's harmful that you've seen the nice ones out there, but sadly, most of the bad ones are making the whole country feel as if, that's like as you say in the issue between Nigeria and Ghana and South Africa, both sides, as I said earlier, they have something common.
Okay, I'll circle back to you. So I'm going to leave. So sorry, we're moving on to Scooby.